of how many charges? 3 charges. The same procedure we have to follow. Yes, so let us observe the diagram. So here how many charges we have? 3 charges. Yes, here I am considering A, that is having the charge Q1, and here at position B we have the charge Q2, and at position C we have the charge Q3. Consider 3 point charges Q1, Q2 and Q3 placed at the points A, B and C respectively. So now here we want potential energy, right? Observe the distances between the each charges. Between AB we have the distance R12, between AC we have the distance R13, between B and C we have the distances R23. So here totally we have 3 charges, but initially to bring the first charge Q1 from infinity to point A, initially we are bringing the first charge Q1 from infinity to point A. No need of doing any work because there is no opposition at all. There is no other force to do work because that is the first charge. So for the first charge to bring that to position A from infinity, no need of doing any work because it doesn't experiences any opposition because it is the first primitive charge. Because of that, the very important thing here we are writing that equation 1, W infinity A, that is nothing but work done in order to bring the charge Q1 from infinity to A. W infinity A is equals to 0, and that is our first equation. It is understood, right? Why W infinity A is 0? Because no work is needed to bring that first charge. But after bringing the first charge, it is clear that the first charge will produce the electric field around it. This charge will produce electric field symmetrically around it, right? So now to bring Q2 second charge from infinity to point B, work has to be done against repulsive force produced by Q1. So can we bring the second charge Q2 to position B easily without doing any work? It's highly impossible because that point B is lying in the influenced region of ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಡ್ ಅಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಎ. ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ನ ನಾವು ತರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂಥ ಆಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಈಗ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ನ ಬಿ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಸಮ್ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ Q1 at A. That's why we are considering W infinity B, that is work done in bringing the charge Q2 from infinity to point B, that is charge into potential, right? So charge is Q2 and potential is VB minus V infinity. Initial it is at infinity, finally it is at position B. So work done W is equals to charge into potential difference. So here W infinity B, that is equals to the charge is Q2 and potential difference is VB minus V infinity. So charge Q2 will be as it is. VB, what is VB? Potential at position B. That potential is due to which charge? Charge present at A, that is Q1. Therefore this VB can be written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 by R12, where Q1 is a charge present at A and R12 is a separation between A and B. It is very important to understand. We are simply considering work done is equals to charge into potential. W infinity B is equals to Q2 of VB minus V infinity, and V infinity is 0. Finally we are getting work done for W infinity B is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R12. That is our second equation. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R12. So now just we got work done for second charge, but here we are going to bring one more charge, right? Here we have to bring one more charge, that is Q3. So please try to understand here. The second charge experienced opposition only because of Q1, but the third charge Q3, which has to be placed at point C, has to experience the opposition due to charge present at A as well as the charge present at B. That means we have to do some more work. Yes, observe these lines. To bring Q3 from infinity to point C, work has to be done against the repulsive forces of both Q1 and Q2. So let us consider the work done for bringing the third charge from infinity to point C. We are using the same formulas. That's why physics is easy, but we have to understand that. W infinity C, work done in bringing the third charge from infinity to point C, is equals to the general formula. W is equals to charge into potential difference. The charge here we are bringing, that is Q3. Potential difference at C, that is final VC. Initially it is at infinity, V infinity. So Q3 will be as it is. Think of potential at C. Potential at C. That position C is present in the influenced region of Q1 as well as Q2. And observe the distances. Here we have R13, here we have R23. So very important to observe this equation. Focus on this. Take your own time for understanding this. So W infinity C is equals to Q3 of Vc minus V infinity. Just focus on this Vc, potential at C. That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 by R13 plus 1 by 4 pi Q2 by R23. Why we are writing this equation means this is due to charge present at position A, that is Q1, having distance R13, and here the potential at C due to the charge present at B, that is Q2, having the separation R23, and V infinity is 0. So at C we have potential due to Q1 as well as potential due to Q2. So the total potential VC, the total potential VC can be considered as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 by R13 plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 by R23 by superposition principle, and V infinity is 0. So we got W infinity C. What is W infinity C? The total work done in bringing the third charge from infinity to position C, that equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is common, Q1 Q3 divided by R13 plus Q2 Q3 divided by R23. That is our third equation. So now we got W infinity A, that is our first equation, W infinity B, that is our second equation, W infinity C, that is our third equation. So if we add all of them, we are going to get the total work done for a system of 3 charges. That work done will be stored as a potential energy. Thus the total work done is stored as a potential energy of system of 3 charges. We have to make use of all the 3 equations, that is W infinity A plus W infinity B, which is the third one, that is W infinity C, we have to add all the three. So first one, W infinity A is 0. Second one, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R12. Third one, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught of Q1 Q3 by R13 plus Q2 Q3 by R23. So we can take 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught as common. So U is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is common. So we are writing here, we left with Q1 Q2 divided by Q1 Q2 divided by R12, and here we left with Q1 Q3 by R13 plus Q2 Q3 by R23. Thus the final expression we got: total electric potential energy due to system of three charges, U is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught of Q1 Q2 by R12 plus Q1 Q3 by R13 plus Q2 Q3 by R23.